Hello, Michelino here, welcoming you to the most exciting and most important episode so far in our journey called Boys to Men, where we are trying to take Swedish team Brommapojkarna from the third tier of Swedish football to the top of Europe by using only youth academy players. And we are getting close. This is not a Champions League final, but it is a double final episode. First of all, we're going to play AIK in the Swedish Cup, and then we're going to play another Swedish team, IF Brommapojkarna, in the Europa League Conference final. I'm so excited, and I hope that you are too. Here we go. Since that heroic performance in the Europa League Conference semi-final against Napoli, we have been really good. We beat second-placed Häcken 1-0. Kulusevski, who is becoming our token goal scorer, Sorry Krebi, he scored the winning goal in the 57th minute. Then we beat Sundsvall with a slightly rotated team away 2-0. Played a strong side against Dejan, won 3-1. Kalle Andersson, who is turning into one of the best players in Sweden, and Kulusevski scored the goals. Look at Kalle Andersson, he is still improving, still our best training performer week in and week out. Physical attributes really good except for natural fitness, that is really sad. Technical wise, his dribbling is 15, first touch 12, technique 17. His finishing has improved a bit as well. And when it comes to the mentals, he is aggressive and determined, but at the same time he has a decent vision and a good flair and anticipation. So he's becoming the complete package as an inverted winger out on the left. 7 goals in the Premier Division, 7 goals in the Swedish Cup, and 5 goals in the Europa League Conference. Kind of tells the story here. What an important player he is, and I'm so happy to have him under contract until 2029, because clubs are coming in for him. Nice are the latest, but we are not going to let him go. No chance, because we are building something great here. And then we actually lost 4-1 away against Helsingborg, but we rested loads and loads of players to have as many players as possible being fresh for the AIK game, and then 4 days later the Göteborg game in Azerbaijan. What about AIK then? Well, they have picked up a decent run of form, 3 wins in the last 5, including 2 4-goal scoring games. Their key player is their keeper, Berlin, and they are having quite a lot of new gens coming through as well. I do think we're the better team. If we just go 2, 3, 4 years back, then things were completely different. They were the big brother, and they are, in a sense, they are the bigger club. They have more fans, they have the bigger attendance. But if we look at the pitch now, I think that we are the best team in Stockholm, and today we are going to prove it. This is the team who are going to do it. Piconell in goal as always. Augustinsson out on the left together with Isherwood in the Larsson. Karlsson out on the right. He is not only pacey anymore, he has a dribbling of 11, crossing of 9. He is turning into decent right back, even though he is kind of crappy tacklings wise and defensive wise all over. But he is okay, but I would love if Santa could bring me a right back through the youth intake soon. Centrally, we are going with Jakob Eklund as a ball-winning midfielder, and next to him, Hampus Findell. Hallgren, very important player for us. One of Sweden's best young players, I think. We have him this season on loan from Borussia Dortmund, and then we are going to lose him. I'm going out on a bit of a limb here. I'm resting Isak Holm, who is half injured, and I am resting Kalle Andersson, who has been our strongest player. Instead, I am giving Tete the chance out on the left, and Paulos Abraham will play out on the right. And up front, we are going with Kulusevski. The reasoning behind this is that Kalle Andersson, he needs rest, and we have a very important European game just 4 days away. But if we need to swap him in, then I will of course swap him in. Come on, boys, it's your time to shine. Show who's the best team in Stockholm. Okay, so a Swedish Cup final at our stadium. We've had it before, but that time we lost. Now it's time to redeem ourselves, play a good game, leave everything out there and hopefully secure the first out of 2 cup wins this week. I'm aiming high, but I have confidence that we are this good. We haven't had the ball so far though, but I think it's only fair to let the opponents have it for a little while, at least in the beginning. But here we come, Hallgren. Then sending Tete. That is not a finish worthy of a Swedish Cup final, is it? Not going to get gifted any goals by this keeper. I think he's one of Sweden's best keepers. So, Kulusevski, can he be a man to get a ball past him? We will see Abraham Hallgren try to shoot through a defender and then just moves it next to the post. We're slowly getting into this game, and maybe here's another attempt for us. Send the ball in, they get away. Ekdal. Oh, that's a decent shot, went just outside of the post. Now we've really taken over. Augustinsson, Kulusevski. What a finish. I think he chips that up into the top bin. It was the right decision to let him start, even though my heart kind of went out to Krebs. Maybe we can get him on like in the 60th minute to let him play a bit of Swedish Cup football as well. What a finish. Kulusevski, the large guy, makes it 1-0. And I have a song for him. I'm going to sing it if he scores again. By my friend Neil, he came up with the idea. So score again, Kulusevski, and I will sing the song. Albin scores, and I will sing the song anyway. Kulusevski Christ, superstar. Ba 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 ba. Kulusevski Christ, superstar. Da 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 da. Maybe it isn't as catchy as Krebs, but at least we have something to work on. So Kulusevski Christ, superstar, makes it 1-0. Advanced midfielder, superstar, Marcus Hallgren makes it 2-0. And except for those few minutes towards the start of this game, AIK, they haven't had a chance, and wouldn't it have been lovely if we had made it 3-0 there? We didn't, so we have to keep on our toes, because this isn't over, even though it feels like that. Chance for them, and they are back in this. That felt like very lenient defending from our side, and we let AIK back into the game. Right back falls over, and they capitalize on that. I was talking a bit about Viktor Karlsson before the game, saying that he was starting to develop into something else than a player who can only run. Maybe I need to take that back. Maybe he cannot even run. Falls over, and it's 2-1 going into halftime. I told them I'm not happy. They understand what I mean. We are the big brothers now. We should win this. We should give them a proper spanking. Ball has been playing it round, long ball. Nice attempt, but Piconell is there to save it. We get the ball away. A bit of wind beneath the wings of AIK, I feel. The tables would have been turned if we had had that 3-0 goal instead. Of course, but now it's 2-1, and it's still very much a game. It's still up for grabs. Now on Kulusevski tries to head it himself, I think. Well, he is strong. Here comes Hallgren. What can he do? He tries to shoot, but Brolin saves it. What a save from him. And they turn this around. Hopefully not. Stop him. Stop him, I tell you. Dejan stops him in his tracks. We reached the 60-minute mark, Another goal here would be good, so I can start subbing off our most important players for the Europa League Conference final, but instead they are inching closer and closer to an equaliser here. Thomas Isherwood is really tired. Do we have anyone to sub in? Albin Boy can come in, and Jonathan Augustinsson and him switches sides. And Krebi is going to play as well. So keeping one sub in case anyone gets injured or if we have a man sent off or something like that. Algerian, work your magic. You have people in the box. There we go. Tete. No. Why didn't you score? We have been the better team by far if you look stats wise, and I think that has shown in the actual game as well. 9 minutes left. Hallgren needs to come off. We need to save him. Giving Kjell Andersson a couple of minutes. I think he can take that. Seven minutes left. Keep this up. Don't give them anything in the final few minutes. Like that. Thank you for fixing your mistake. I have no idea what he did in the first situation, but he fixes it with the sliding tackle in the second. And here we come. 4 minutes left. Run, Abraham, run. And he runs until he loses the ball. I guess I didn't tell him to run and then dribble, but I kind of thought he would know that by himself. We win 2-1. Great first half, kind of bad-ish second half. I am so pleased. This is our first piece of major silverware. We win the Swedish Cup, but this wasn't the ultimate aim. We do have an even more exciting final in just a couple of days, but here we lift it. Yay! Let's refocus, let's regroup. We have more important stuff to do. So one final down, one left to go. Could we step up? Could we rise to the occasion and win a bit of European silverware? This is an all-Swedish final, which I would never have predicted. It's going to be awesome for our national coefficient points, which will in the end give us more European spots. And I actually think that this is a very winnable game. A couple of changes are made. Isak Holm comes back in as the ball-winning midfielder. He is more proficient both defensively and offensively than his counterpart. Kjell Andersson comes in. We gave him a good rest. He seems well rested. Hopefully he can provide a bit of magic in this game. Except for that, no major changes. These are the best players we have. This is the best possible 11 we can put out there. So a massive stadium may be filled to 5%. This feels really, really weird. I know that the Europa League Conference isn't on everyone's mind and everyone's lips, but it feels kind of sad when there are so little people at a European final. And another thing that feels sad is that we hit the post in the 3rd minute. Damn it! Keep pushing them, keep pressuring them. Like I said, this feels like a very winnable game, even though the boys seem to have loads of fans going into this game. And we seem to have no one rooting for us. Hopefully we are strong enough to overcome that and actually beat them. You're not allowed to do that, I think. It's not going to be a penalty. I think the ref should see that straight away. But it's going to be a free kick from a decent position. Like I said, no penalty, of course. That wasn't even close. Look at where they placed the ball. A metre away. Could we create anything here? It's 1-0. Does it count? It counts. 1-0 in the 14th minute. Central defender Jakob Une Larsson makes it 1-0 for us. And boys, don't let this one go. Never let go. Now you need to wear your heart on your sleeve. Fight for every ball out there because we want to win European silverware. but maybe, just maybe, IF Göteborg wants to win European silverware as well. Oh, what a finish. That came literally out of nowhere. What a finish. If there's ever an occasion to pull out a finish like that, this is the game. He one times it from 25 yards out, up into the top bin, and we're all level. I was happy just a minute ago, now I feel sad again. Though it's anyone's game, and we feel like we are a bit taken aback by this, we are struggling to get back into it. Come on, wake up, lads. Wake up and win this. Corner for us, our short corner routine doesn't work well for us this time. The goal scorer Karashvili, he beats his man. Could they turn this around here? Hopefully not. We have the ball. This is going to be our highlight. Ekdal with oceans of space. Sends it to Keflesus. Not the best finish. Very uncharacteristic for Keflesus. Couldn't he have just done one of his top bin chips there? No, apparently not. We're going to half time 1-1, and I'm going to tell the player I'm not happy about this. This is unacceptable. Keflesus seems demotivated. I don't care. If you don't step it up, then I will get Krebi in. Augustinsson tired, Hallgren tired, Kalle Andersson tired. Well, I don't care if you're tired. This is a European Cup final. And absolutely nothing happens. With little more than 20 minutes left, there's a highlight, hopefully for us. Isak Holm with a ball, don't lose it. And he finds Carlson out on the right. Can he cross it in? Yeah, he can cross it in. Absolutely. Awfully, though. They make it in, but we scramble the ball away. They collect it and come again. I don't really recognize our team. Are we nervous? Are we a bit taken by the occasion? I don't know. But Kalle Andersson, just as I say that we look nervous and I don't recognize us, I recognize Kalle Andersson. What a finish from him. He saw that Karashvili finish and he didn't want to be any worse. He wanted to show off his stardom as well. What a finish. What a shot. Goes basically through the keeper, and this is our game as well. 20 minutes left on the clock. 15. Let's pause this, regroup, give this a think. What can we do? Let's get Krebi in, and let's get Tete in instead of Paulus Abraham. We're going to let Kalle Andersson play for the rest of this game. Keep the final sub. Don't make any changes. Don't let me down, boys. 10 minutes left. Keep this score. Please keep this score. I really want to win this one. Vinny Larsson sends it up to Augustinsson. Sends it to Kalle Andersson. Kalle Andersson moves forward. Can he finish this game off? He does. What a glorious finish from him. 3-1. It's a marvellous finish. And I told you, he is one of the best young players in Sweden. And this is why. This is why. The keeper is out and he chips it. The keeper is nowhere near saving that one. And we are going to win the Europa League Conference. They call it Europa League Conference. Such a powerful song. Krebi! Oh, why couldn't he have scored a goal as well? I'm getting in the singing mood here. Ekdal with it finds Tete. Hallgren. Are we going to humiliate them? No, it doesn't appear that way. Isherwood with it. We're getting into extra time. I cannot see us drop 2 goals here. Kalle Andersson tries to make it a hat-trick, but narrowly misses. The game is over. It's trophy lifting time again. We lifted a trophy just a couple of days ago. Now we are lifting it again. Do they look a bit tired? Have they been partying after the previous win? I'm not sure, but I'm very happy. 2 pieces of silverware, 1 domestic, 1 in Europe, and there are actually a couple of red and black fans in the stands. And we lift it. There's confetti. There's fire. Absolutely brilliant. We are building something huge here. So we win the Europa League Conference, we get 2.5 million for it, but more importantly, I think this will give us a good reputation boost. Maybe, just maybe, that can have an effect on our youth intakes, maybe that can have an effect on us being able to keep our best players, and maybe even get a couple of the academy alumni home for the next step. Now we need to regroup and we need to focus on the league. We are second in the league, 1 point behind Häcken, but we played 2 games less because we have been in Europe and playing. Now we need to focus on the league. 20 games left, and this is the season where I want us to win it. If we look at the schedule, it doesn't get any easier when we come back from our summer break. We play AIK and Malmö straight away. Then it's a little bit easier when we play Kalmar, Norrköping, and Örebro 11th, 10th and 9th before things get tough again. IF Göteborg at home. We will be back for that game beginning of August. Hopefully we won't let them take revenge on us. Hopefully we will keep building on this, win the league and finally start turning boys into men.